In the summer of 1947, something crashed in the New Mexico desert. Something not of this world. Our story starts in the arid expanses of the southwestern United States, on a humble ranch near Roswell, New Mexico. It was there, amidst the sagebrush and solitude, that an unsuspecting rancher by the name of Mac Brazel stumbled upon a sight that would baffle the world for decades to come. Imagine the surprise of this simple rancher, whose daily routine of tending to his livestock was interrupted by the discovery of strange, unidentifiable debris scattered across his land. It wasn't like anything he'd seen before. Shiny fragments that were incredibly light yet remarkably durable. Odd geometric shapes etched into the pieces that seemed more akin to hieroglyphics than anything else. Brazel, puzzled by the alien sight, decided to seek help. He gathered up some of the debris and carried it to the local sheriff. He probably expected a simple explanation, maybe a downed weather balloon or a crashed plane. But what he got instead was a flurry of intrigue and secrecy that would forever change the sleepy town of Roswell. Almost immediately, the military swooped in. The debris was quickly confiscated and the crash site was cordoned off. The rancher, once the solitary witness to this strange occurrence, was suddenly in the midst of a whirlwind of activity that was far beyond his understanding. Before long, the news of the unexplained incident began to spread. Word of mouth transformed into local headlines, and soon the nation was buzzing with speculation. Was it a secret military experiment gone awry? Or perhaps something more extraterrestrial? The incident at Roswell had begun its journey into the annals of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. As the debris was whisked away under the watchful eyes of the military, the public was left to wonder. What was it that crashed in the New Mexico desert that fateful summer? And thus, the curtain of mystery began to descend upon the unassuming town of Roswell. As the news spread, the military intervened, but their actions only deepened the enigma. No sooner had the strange debris been discovered on the Foster Ranch than the United States military swiftly arrived on the scene. Their objective: to remove every trace of the unidentifiable wreckage. The military was meticulous, leaving not a single shred of the strange materials behind. The desert was thoroughly swept clean, as if nothing out of the ordinary had ever occurred. But the rapid response and the thoroughness of their cleanup operation raised eyebrows. After all, if it was simply a weather balloon, as they later claimed, why such a rush? Why such secrecy? Then came the press release. On July 8, 1947, the Roswell Army Airfield announced they had recovered a flying disc, a term synonymous with extraterrestrial craft. The news sent shockwaves around the world. Could this be the evidence of extraterrestrial life humanity had been waiting for? But the excitement was short-lived. Just as quickly as the story broke, it was retracted. The military changed their tune. No longer was it a flying disc, but a weather balloon, a mundane, everyday weather balloon. The swift switch in narrative was puzzling and, to many, suspicious. It seemed as if the military was trying to bury something, to cover up the truth. The military's actions in the wake of the Roswell incident were shrouded in secrecy and haste. Their quick response, their thorough removal of the debris, their initial press release, and their subsequent retraction all pointed to one thing: something extraordinary had occurred at Roswell. Their attempts to downplay the incident only served to ignite the public's curiosity. What were they trying to hide? The military's hasty cover-up only fueled the speculation of what truly crashed in Roswell. And so, the mystery deepened, setting the stage for one of the most enduring UFO mysteries of all time. The Roswell incident had just begun to unfold, and the truth, it seemed, was still out there. In the wake of the incident, a multitude of eyewitness accounts began to emerge, each more baffling than the last. Locals and military personnel alike found themselves embroiled in a narrative that would shape the course of UFO history. Around the sleepy town of Roswell, whispers began to circulate, painting a picture of the inexplicable. Ordinary folk spoke of a thunderous crash in the dead of night, a brilliant light illuminating the desolate desert, and a trail of peculiar debris unlike anything they had ever seen. Farmers spoke of finding strange metallic materials scattered across their fields, materials that refused to burn, bend, or break. These were no ordinary earthly substances. Then there were the accounts from the men and women in uniform. Soldiers stationed at the Roswell Army Airfield described a scene of hurried activity following the incident. Under the cloak of darkness, they were tasked with a cleanup operation that was far from ordinary. They spoke of an unidentifiable craft, a wreckage that defied earthly explanation. But it wasn't just the bizarre debris that sparked whispers among the ranks. There were those who claimed to have stumbled upon something even more extraordinary, the recovery of bodies not human but extraterrestrial. These accounts, while hushed and often dismissed, painted a chilling picture of humanoid figures, small in stature with large almond-shaped eyes. It wasn't long before these accounts became the stuff of legend, the lifeblood of conspiracy theories that persist to this day. Each story, each testimony, seemed to add another piece to an increasingly complex puzzle, a puzzle that seemed to point towards one conclusion: we were not alone. However, these accounts were often mired in contradiction. Some described the debris as lightweight, almost weightless, while others claimed it was heavy and unmovable. There were those who spoke of bodies, while others insisted there were none. Each new testimony seemed to muddle the waters further, adding more questions than answers. These testimonies, often contradictory and unverifiable, added more layers to the growing mystery. With increasing public interest and relentless questions, the government's continued silence only served to feed the rumors. It's a strange paradox, isn't it? The lack of words often speaks louder than any statement could. As the questions around the Roswell incident swirled, the government's response was an unyielding wall of silence. No explanations, no clarifications, no reassurances, nothing. A void that left the public grappling for answers, their trust in the government eroding bit by bit. The silence was a breeding ground for suspicion. The government, the very institution that was supposed to serve the people, was now seen as a cloak-and-dagger entity. The public began to question if there was something more to the incident, something that the government was desperately trying to hide. And from this distrust sprouted conspiracy theories, each more fantastical than the last. Some suggested the government was in cahoots with extraterrestrials, a secret pact shrouded in shadows. Others posited that the Roswell incident was a diversion, a smokescreen to distract from other clandestine operations. There were whispers of hidden technologies, of reverse engineering alien spacecraft, and even of the establishment of a secret agency tasked with managing alien affairs. These theories, as wild as they may seem, were bolstered by the government's persistent silence. Each unanswered question, each ignored plea for transparency, was seen as further evidence of a cover-up. The theories became so ingrained in the public consciousness that they are still discussed and debated to this day, over 7 decades after the incident. The government's silence didn't quell the public's curiosity. It amplified it. The lack of clear, straightforward answers transformed the Roswell incident from a bizarre anomaly into a symbol of government secrecy, of the unknown, and for some of the tantalizing possibility of extraterrestrial contact. In the absence of clear answers, the Roswell incident became a symbol of government secrecy and possible extraterrestrial contact. Decades later, official investigations were launched, promising to shed light on the long-standing mystery. In the 1990s, a series of inquiries were initiated, aimed at unraveling the tangle of secrets surrounding the Roswell incident. These investigations, spearheaded by the U.S. Air Force, were the first serious attempts to provide an official explanation to the public about what really happened back in the summer of 1947. The Air Force's reports, while extensive, painted a picture quite different from the tales of extraterrestrials that had captured the public's imagination. Instead of flying saucers and alien bodies, the Air Force proposed a more earthly explanation. They suggested that the debris found at the Roswell site was not the wreckage of an alien spacecraft, but the remnants of a high-altitude surveillance balloon from Project Mogul. Project Mogul was a top-secret operation carried out in the late 1940s. Its aim was to detect sound waves in the upper atmosphere from potential Soviet nuclear tests. The balloons used in this project were large and complex, filled with an array of equipment that, to the untrained eye, could have easily been mistaken for something otherworldly. The Air Force suggested that the witnesses who claimed to have seen alien bodies had likely encountered anthropomorphic dummies used in Project Mogul. These dummies, dropped from high altitudes, were used to test parachute systems. Their unusual appearance, combined with the secrecy surrounding the project, could have led to misconceptions and misidentifications. This explanation, while plausible, was met with skepticism by many. Critics argued that the Air Force's story seemed too convenient, a way to explain away a multitude of eyewitness accounts and physical evidence with a single, relatively mundane project. They pointed out inconsistencies and gaps in the Air Force's reports, fueling further speculation and suspicion. Despite these attempts to provide answers, many remained skeptical, finding the explanations insufficient. It seems that the Roswell incident, even after all these years and investigations, continues to be a source of intrigue and controversy, a mystery that refuses to be easily explained away. Even today, the Roswell incident continues to captivate, its truth seemingly just out of reach. More than 7 decades have passed since that fateful summer in 1947, and yet the fascination with Roswell endures. It's like a puzzle, a cosmic riddle waiting for the right mind, the right moment to reveal its secrets. In the world of ufology, the Roswell incident has become a touchstone, a point of convergence for theories, debates, and yes, even heated disputes. The incident is a regular topic at conferences, on podcasts, and in the countless books and documentaries that seek to peel back the layers of secrecy. Some argue it was a weather balloon, as the government initially claimed. Others, that it was a top-secret military project gone awry. And then there are those who believe fervently that Roswell was the site of an extraterrestrial visitation. Yet, it's not just the ufologists who are drawn to the story. The public fascination is palpable. The city of Roswell, New Mexico has embraced its unique place in history. Every year, thousands flock to the city for the Roswell UFO Festival. It's a celebration, a gathering of like-minded individuals, a place to share theories and perhaps catch a glimpse of the truth. The festival is a testament to the enduring allure of the Roswell incident, a symbol of the human desire to understand the unexplainable. But perhaps what is most intriguing about Roswell is not the incident itself, but the questions it raises. The possibility of life beyond our planet, the potential for contact, the implications for our understanding of the universe and our place within it. The Roswell incident in many ways encapsulates our collective curiosity, our yearning for knowledge and understanding. Roswell remains a beacon for those seeking evidence of extraterrestrial life, a mystery that continues to evoke wonder and speculation. As we peer into the inky expanse of space, the questions posed by Roswell reverberate. A call to the cosmos, a quest for truth amidst the stars. The Roswell incident, regardless of its truth, has had undeniable impact. In the aftermath of the incident, a cultural shift occurred, a shift that propelled the topic of extraterrestrial life from the fringes of society into the heart of popular culture. It sparked a global fascination with the unknown, a fascination that continues to captivate us to this day. The incident served as a catalyst, a turning point in our collective consciousness. It pushed forward the study of ufology, inspiring countless individuals to delve into the mysteries of the cosmos. It encouraged us to question, to probe, to seek answers beyond the realm of the known. The Roswell incident has left an indelible mark on our society. It has seeped into our books, our movies, our music, and our art, shaping the way we perceive and portray the extraterrestrial. It's given birth to countless stories, theories, and debates, fueling our imagination and our curiosity. Yet its influence extends beyond the realm of entertainment. The incident has also impacted our scientific pursuits. The allure of the unknown, the tantalizing possibility of life beyond our planet, has driven us to reach for the stars, to explore the vast expanse of the cosmos. But perhaps the most profound impact of the Roswell incident is the way it has made us question our place in the universe. It's prompted us to ponder our existence, our purpose, our significance in the grand scheme of things. It's forced us to contemplate the possibility of being not alone in the universe, but a part of a much larger, more complex cosmic community. The incident, whether a case of extraterrestrial contact or a simple misunderstanding, has undeniably shaped our world. It has changed the way we look at the stars, the way we perceive the unknown, the way we think about ourselves. And as we continue to probe the depths of the cosmos, to seek answers to the mysteries of the universe, the influence of the Roswell incident remains ever present. As we gaze upon the stars, the question lingers: what really happened in Roswell that fateful summer of 1947? The Roswell Incident, a story of mystery, intrigue, and the search for truth. As we draw this investigation to a close, we're left with more questions than answers. We've heard the eyewitness accounts, we've dissected the military involvement, and we've felt the chilling silence of the government. We've seen the official investigations, and yet the enigma persists. Theories abound, each as compelling as the last. Was it a weather balloon, a military experiment, or evidence of extraterrestrial life? These questions continue to fuel our fascination, sparking debate and inspiring countless works of fiction. The Roswell incident has become a symbol of our collective curiosity, our unquenchable thirst to understand the unknown. It's a testament to our inherent desire to explore beyond our earthly confines, to seek out the truth that lies hidden amongst the stars. As we delve deeper into the cosmos, perhaps one day, the truth about Roswell will finally be unveiled,